Welcome to Elevate Springfield, where we will dive into strategies and stories that help you rise to your full potential. Each episode, we'll talk about how you can take intentional steps to elevate your life and your business while making a meaningful impact on those around you. Along the way, we're going to bring in the change makers from our community that are already elevating. We'll bring the actionable strategies, you bring the discipline and follow through, and together we can elevate Springfield.
All right, let's go, Springfield. Time to 10X, time to level up. Hey, you are listening to the Elevate Springfield podcast, coming to you from the Big Dog Construction Studio in beautiful downtown Springfield. Robert Farrell here, certified 10X coach, speaker, and mentor, here to bring you actionable strategies. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together we're going to elevate Springfield. Well, hey, you are listening to the Wellness Upgrade on Elevate Springfield, where we're going to bring you specific strategies to help elevate your health and wellness. Hey, if you're not elevating your health and wellness, you're not going to be able to elevate in all other areas. This is the baseline. You know I'm passionate about it, and you know that's why I brought this segment to Elevate Springfield. We're going to get right to our guest after the break. Looking for personalized insurance with hometown care? David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agents, here to help you protect what matters most: your family, your home, and your dreams. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, David and his team are proud to serve the Springfield community with trusted advice and reliable coverage. Local service, real relationships, peace of mind. Call today or stop by their office. They can build your dream protection plan together. Call 217-726-6343. All right, and we are back for another edition of the Wellness Upgrade. Joining me in the studio, Dr. Sammy Waggener and Dr. Daryl Allen. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Fantastic. Appreciate you guys coming down again for another segment. Remind everybody what you guys do before we get into it.
We have a generalized family practice where we treat anyone from newborn all the way up to over 100 years old, all different kinds of ailments and issues. And we also do some wellness care.
All right. So today we're going to do something pretty fun, I think. So we're going to rate some chiropractic gadgets. Everybody loves a good gadget, or at least a lot of people like good gadget. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if you guys both like these gadgets or not. It'll be fun. So with social media and everything, gadgets can be just thrown at people, not just chiropractic gadgets, but for everything in the health and wellness realm. You see them all over Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and everything. So they are pretty popular right now in terms of everybody sees them. So I'm interested to see what you guys rate these bad boys. We've got like 21 of them on here. So we're going to go through and rapid fire, but also give the audience a little bit of explanation on what that thing is.
Okay.
So, all right. So number one, inversion. Before I begin, the rating is 0 to 10, folks. 0 to 10.
Okay.
So 10 being what? Awesome. Being
The greatest.
helps you, the greatest, works wonders for everybody.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So 1, inversion table.
5 out of 10.
6. I'll go 6.
Hey, you guys are pretty close on that one. Then what's an inversion table?
Well, it's a table where you hook your feet, knees in, and it turns you upside down to provide a little distraction in the spine.
Okay.
See, like a decompression table.
decompression
So if you have like disc issues, or if you have a job where you sit or bend forward a lot, or if you don't have a lot of mobility in your spine, I don't think an inversion table is a bad idea.
No, it can bring some benefit.
Mhm.
Take a little pressure off.
Mm-hmm.
This next one kind of has a fun name. I don't know what it is. A neck hammock.
I guess it depends on which one you get, but I would say, I don't know, like 4 out of 10.
5. And this one's there's a number of different versions of it, but one that a lot of people see is like a weighted bag that goes over the door frame, over the door, and you put your head in it to kind of lift it up.
Oh, okay.
It's very similar to the inversion table in it's
In
what it's
regards to your
trying
neck,
it's
yeah.
trying to accomplish,
Mm-hmm.
but more specifically for the neck.
Cool. Gotcha. This next one I've used a number of times over the years. Even growing up, I think it was one that my mom always had. So BioFreeze.
Feels good.
Yeah.
4 out of 10.
Well, 4 is good.
I think it's great. Like if you are getting ready to go for a run or after a run, or if you have had a long day or if you've worked out a lot. I think it feels good. I think there are better products out there.
Well, everything in that arena it kind of just overrides some of the pain sensor.
It's cooling and
it feels good, but
feels good.
how much does it really do?
Okay.
It's short term.
Yeah. I think I've used one like Deep Blue.
Yeah, I love Deep Blue.
That's the one we use now. The
Yeah.
BioFreeze, I remember using that one growing up at some point.
Yeah, I
So,
would rate Deep Blue higher than BioFreeze for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Definitely a little stronger.
I'm on the right track there then.
Yes,
Next one, Class 4 laser therapy.
8 out of 10.
Oh, man. Uh-oh.
We'll give it a 7.
All right.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. And she likes the gadgets way more than I do. I'm kind of more the old school chiropractor.
Uh-huh.
But
There's a lot of really good research on the problem is there's a lot of lasers out there that you can just buy online or buy on Amazon that are cheap. A good quality laser is tens of thousands of dollars. Like they're
Mhm.
not, but there's a lot of really good research on laser therapy. And I think to encourage healing and cellular regeneration, it's pretty good.
Okay. So, I mean, is that what it's for? Cellular regeneration? Okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha. All right. Ooh, another fun name. I have no idea what it does. Shockwave.
8.5 out of 10.
I'll give it an 8. That one's kind of a newer one on the market. Well, it's actually not that new. The technology's been around for a long time, but
improved.
they've improved it and changed what it does. That one blasts a sound wave deep into the tissues to once again change some of the cellular healing, break through some of the scar tissue and adhesions in a joint, and bring some blood flow.
It's really good. It's just different than laser. You just use them for different things. One's for more acute, one's for more chronic. And I like Shockwave a lot.
I think I'd like to try that one. It'd be fun.
Yeah, and all these things. There's so many companies out there. I had one for a short time, but it wasn't the right fit for me, that model. So I need to research it a little bit more to find one that I think would be more useful in the office.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next one, I've used this before, icing and cryotherapy.
Big fan. I'm going to go 8.
Yeah.
Maybe 9.
Oh, 9.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give it more than 8, but I think icing, especially after injury, I know there's some conflict on that, but for the most part, it's great for inflammation, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't go wrong with icing.
And difference between just straight icing and cryotherapy.
Cryotherapy chambers, it's kind of a fancy, quick, global way of decreasing inflammation in the body, I would say.
Right.
But a good old ice pack will do.
Yeah. Okay. With the cryotherapy chambers, is similar to do ice baths and cold plunges and things
Similar,
like that.
yeah.
Similar.
Similar.
Yeah, just a whole body.
Right.
Mhm.
Just
Version.
every instead of just your up to here or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't think I've ever dunked my head in my
Right.
polar plunge. I
Miserable.
don't believe I've done that. So, all right. Next thing, I've seen pictures of this. I've never actually had it done to myself. Cupping therapy.
Cupping's good. I'll give it we'll go 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. 6 or 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I like cupping, and people think normally it feels really good and they get a lot of immediate relief with it and decrease in muscle tension.
Yeah. So many of these things is to bring blood flow into an area. Obviously, if there's more nutrients and more blood flow, it's going to promote some healing instead of an area getting stagnant. So,
It's definitely good for recovery.
right.
So how does it work? You've got I don't know if they're like suctions, but you've got the little cup thing. You put it on their back or wherever, and it starts pulling the skin up and the whatever, right?
There's a number of different types. They all function. The outcome is the same, but it creates a suction on the skin and opens up the different layers of tissues. And some of them you can kind of work around and work through some adhesions in that area.
Some of them use fire. Some of them are silicone cups. Some people use plastic. So I think that's more of like a practitioner choice rather than an effectiveness.
Okay. All right. I have no idea what this is. K-taping.
Kinesiotaping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And both of these things have been popular. You've seen all the guys in the Olympics with all the cupping mark, the round circles, and the
Covered in
and
K-tape.
covered in the neon tape.
So I think I would probably give K-taping like a 5 out of 10. It doesn't have the best research, but it definitely has more than it used to. And I had an ailment in 2019 that I did a lot for, but then I did do some appropriate K-taping and it made a huge difference.
Yeah, I'd be in the same realm, 5, 6, somewhere in through there.
It's just kind of inconvenient. It comes off easily and you got to reapply it. And
it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people, you can just go buy it at the store. And my boy's a runner, and I've seen some of the athletes just put it on. Well, there's a lot more to it than just putting a piece of tape on you.
Mhm.
And so,
Yeah, you have to put the right amount of tension on it. So
I would imagine it probably doesn't work great for a lot of people when they just slap it on.
Mhm. But I don't hate it.
No,
Okay. Dry needling.
I don't know much about it.
7 out of 10.
Okay.
Depends on the ailment, but usually to encourage healing and help people get over injuries quicker, sometimes you can hook it up to a little bit of an electrical current. I like it. It does really well for plantar fascia issues. I'd say 7 out of 10. It's
Okay.
just the problem with dry needling is some people are afraid of needles, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable to do.
All right. So might be a completely stupid question, but why is it dry needling? What the
Well-
the wording behind it?
So basically, you're using small hair-like needles, and it's basically like an acupuncture needle, and you're putting it into it's not using like meridians like acupuncture does. It's like directly treating a trigger point or an injured muscle or a hurt low back or something like that. So you're just taking the needle and inserting it into the skin. So it's just a really tiny acupuncture needle.
Makes sense. All right. Therapeutic exercise.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about the motion. If you're stiff, nothing's going to work right. You need to get things moving and doing and all those things attached to the joints, and it just affects everything.
Mm-hmm. And I know there's some controversy too between physical therapists and chiropractors. Not all of them. I absolutely love all the physical therapists that I work with, and we all treat each other. But I think sometimes there's chiropractors that are trying to do certain types of rehab that they don't know enough about, or there's physical therapists trying to adjust and maybe they didn't have that particular training. So I think there's some controversy there, but I absolutely love adjusting someone and I love that part of it. I don't necessarily love sitting through and rehabbing someone, but I love when people have both at the same time.
Sure.
So I love physical therapy. I think it's great.
Okay. This next one, I have no idea what it is. TENS unit.
A lot of people like them. I don't like the feel of it, so I'm going to go low. I'm going to go 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd say like 4 out of 10. The problem is you can buy those at the store. People wear them way too long.
That's true.
They get totally desensitized. They don't use it right. They're trying to do it to block that pain response. I just think it's okay. It's good to relax some tissues if you have some injury and stuff, but it's okay.
What is it? What does it do?
It's 2 little electrodes, and it just creates a pulsation.
Oh, okay.
It's like little sticky pads that you put on.
And it's to kind of get just the muscles to twitch and fire a little bit. Once again, to bring some blood flow into the area, get them to relax, kind of tire them out so they can relax.
Okay.
Kind of contracts and fatigues, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So I've seen those before. I just didn't know what they were called.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one, I have one of these. So does Courtney. Weighted vests.
I guess it depends on what you're using it for.
Right.
So I guess if you're using it for bone density issues, I would probably give it 7 out of 10.
Okay.
But if you're doing it to try to burn calories and use it that way, just to be more efficient with your exercising, I would give it a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, and I think the research, if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't really bring that much more to the exercise world. You think, oh, I'm carrying more weight, so I've got to be working harder. But just walking or doing whatever, I don't really think it changes your muscle combination of how your body's firing.
Yeah. There was a PubMed article that was released, I think it was maybe a year or two ago, that was talking about if you walked a 5K in a vest versus not, it was only like 35 additional calories were burnt or something like that. So
That's
I
nothing
can't
for
remember
that
the
distance.
exactly. So that part, it wasn't necessarily worth it. But some of my women who are small females who have bone density issues, osteoporosis issues, the problem is people probably aren't wearing the right size either. But they recommend like 10% of your weight to wear, 8 to 10, 8 to 12, depends on what your end goal is. But another problem with that is all day long we're causing compression on the spine. So then these people go do activity with compression on the spine. So if you have disc injuries, or if you don't necessarily have bone density issues, or if you're trying to do it to be in a calorie deficit, I don't think it's beneficial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is it supposed to help with bone density?
So anytime you add weight to, if you have somebody who has a decrease in weight, you want to either lift weights or have a weighted vest or have the ankle and wrist weights, because it's going to cause your bone to get stronger.
Okay.
It increases the density in it.
Bones need that impact, just like you build a muscle by exercising it. the bone is built by having some compression to it. The harder it's hit, the more it has to grow.
Has to grow. And then a lot of older people, when they are tight and stuff, they want to go swimming, or it's an easier but still good way to move your body. But that's the worst thing if you have bone density issues.
Okay. All right. Well, the stat you gave a minute ago, my weighted vest is probably too light for me then, because it's one of those that doesn't look like a weighted vest. I don't know if you've seen the Ion brand ones. You know, they're looks like a nicer vest you could wear to work or something like that. So I think it's only 6 or 8 pounds. You know, I think, what'd you say, 10%?
Yeah, they say like 8 to 10 or 8 to 12% of your weight is what you
I will say
ideally should start
8
out
pounds
with.
is not 10% of my body weight. So
maybe up that a little bit, Robert.
That's right. And I think that needs to be up a little bit. Yeah. So, all right. Oh, we've got one of these too. A massage gun.
Feels good.
Feels good.
I'll give it a 6.
7 out of 10 for sure.
Yeah, it feels good. It loosens some things up.
It's a good way after you do activity for muscle recovery too. Right. Patients love it. 99% of patients love it.
Yeah, feels good. A lot of things feel good.
Is there anything with that you could hurt yourself with that if you have it too hard?
Don't put it on your neck. People put it on their neck all the time. Don't do that.
Yeah, you want it into the meaty part of the tissue.
And don't overdo it.
Yeah, a lot of people just hold it on there for all night long while they're sitting on the couch.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
A little's good.
Well, I've heard a little bit about these toe separators.
Love. 8 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10.
I'm going to go low.
I say this might be our first big gulf here.
We're going to go like 2 or something.
There's a lot of new research on foot health that I've gotten really into, and I think it's really important.
And so I don't mind the premise of it. I would much rather do that actively of spreading the toes and doing it that way versus just putting a wedge in there.
I don't disagree. The problem is people don't do that.
Well, that's true.
So this is kind of an easy way to get it done. There's an Instagram page called Gait Happens, Gait Happens, and it's a group of physical therapists, and it is really good for foot health because it's basically the foundation of everything. So.
And these toe separators, it's like just a little, like
kinda
you said, wedges that go in between your toes.
Kind of looks like the pedicure thing.
Yeah.
But I like the jelly ones. There's some on Amazon called yoga toes, and I like to put those in the freezer, and then after I work, I stretch my feet out, stretch my toes out, and then I put the toe separators in from the freezer, so it's kind of anti-inflammatory, but then it also is really good to get all of your foot stretched back out after being crammed all day.
Okay. How long do you typically need to wear those?
Work up to 20 minutes a night. I started with 10, and at first I could barely get them in there just because you got to get used to it like anything else. You got to train it. Sometimes I'll wear it for about 30 minutes a night, but I'd say on average 20 minutes a night.
Okay.
Or a day.
Really, the big thing here is so many people's shoes are too tight and just squeezes all the toes together. More barefoot time outside in the yard is going to be great for you.
Absolutely. All right. I'm not sure exactly what these are, but I could imagine. Posture correctors.
2 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the same boat. And the rationale is kind of just like the toe separators. I'm sure there's a handful of people that they would be really beneficial for, but the general population, not so much.
I think the problem with them is people wear them and it might hold them back, but then their muscles aren't necessarily working because it's like holding that position for them. And so then they take it off and they're just weakened.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily training it. I think the best thing for posture would be therapeutic exercise.
Right. It's just your body gets used to, if you keep it in that, like the weight belt, if you wear that all day long, your body never has to work. So if you take it off, well, it's where was my help at? And it gets weak.
So what would a posture corrector look like? Are there various kinds?
They kind of look like a little ropey vest almost. Some of them have Velcro. Some of them have straps. They go around your shoulders and you tighten them so it pulls your shoulders back.
Okay.
So a lot of people want to wear them at a desk or I don't know. I guess if it reminds you to have good posture, but it doesn't do the work for you, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, short periods of time. If you're wearing it all day, I'm going to give it a 0. But if you're wearing it just here and there just like the weight belt, if you wear it while you're doing a big lift or doing a limited amount of work, but then take it off the rest of the day, you're good to go.
Sure. I agree.
Okay. This next one, I've got one of these. Vibration plate.
I like it.
Love it.
I'll give it a 6.
7 out of 10.
Okay.
I think that's another thing. In chiropractic school, we had a really nice, expensive, well-functioning one that had a certain level of vibration with it. I think that you can buy some of these really crummy ones off a TikTok shop and Amazon, and they're maybe not necessarily doing anything. But I think for lymphatic flow and muscle relaxation
and even just supporting the joints. So, you're
getting mobility in it.
yeah.
I like them. If it's a good one.
Just for a second, I think because it's thrown out there a lot, and I don't think people know what it is. Lymphatic flow. We just said, or lymphatic drainage. People say that all the time, but what is that?
Well, everybody's heard of the lymph nodes and that lymphatic system.
You could describe it as that would be another way where your body has highways and your lymph nodes are filtering or protecting your body against certain things. And so people get lymphatic flow issues for a lot of different reasons. It could be surgical, it could be illness. And so it helps to remove the traffic jams of the highways in your body.
Okay. Next one, I've seen a lot, but I've never actually used myself, the mouth tape.
We're going to go low.
I feel a 0 coming on.
Well, we may go 0. It's not out of the question here.
I think it depends on what you're using it for, because I do a lot of, this is where we differ, because I do a lot of pediatric and small child stuff. And we work a lot with Dr. Lisa Baines, and she does a lot of the tongue lip tie release and a lot of the swollen tonsil, small airway. The airways are so important. If you're a mouth breather, it changes the structure of your whole face. The problem is mouth taping isn't for everyone, because if you have deviated septum or if you have a small nasal passageway or if you have inflamed tonsils, it's not really safe to use it. But if you're doing it in regards to trying to get better, deeper sleep and to have a better formed mouth and face, I would give it like 7 out of 10.
Okay. Is there different types of mouth tape? I mean, or like, I would assume there's a quality spectrum, just like with anything, right?
Before it became really trendy, people were putting a piece of Scotch tape over their mouth. But now they make the fancy hypoallergenic. It's a lot better now.
Okay. All right. Next one seems to have been, it's trendy at some points. Standing desk.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there, and they're so nice because you can sit for a little bit, stand for a little bit, move around, just not get stuck in one position all day.
Yeah, sitting at a desk is
down for too long, I get really I get antsy. I don't like being sitting.
And it's horrible for your spine. It shortens your hip flexors, and then they stay in that position for long. So they make those walking pads now. So I love, if someone has the option, I tell them to get a standing desk, get a walking pad, put it on a slow pace, get your steps in throughout the day, get your body moving. I love them.
Heck yeah. There we go. Foam roller. I've got one of these too.
Yeah, good.
I love a foam roller.
Yeah, it feels good. Works some tightness out, get some of the knots out. I'll give it a 6, 7.
Yeah,
somewhere in
7 out of 10 for sure. I think
for all of our younger listeners.
I was just going to say, good job. Wyatt's going to love that.
Nice job on that one.
Wyatt's school banned it. They got together as a class and banned it. So
I had so many little ones say that too. No, I think foam rolling's good. I think it feels good. I think it's good for thoracic extension. I think you can do good training on it. I think it's good.
Yeah, it's pretty useful.
Anything people should be careful of with that if they're rolling their back on that thing all the time?
I think you can overdo it. Yeah. And then the curve of your spine changes in your low back. So you have your cervical lordosis, your thoracic kyphosis, where it changes, it comes back. And then in the lumbar spine, it goes in again. So if you foam roll at the low back, you're shoving what's already in more, and you're kind of stressing those joints. So I always tell patients, don't necessarily foam roll the low back. You can do glutes and sacrum and stuff, that area, but I always say maybe don't do that part.
Gotcha. All right. Next one, I have one of these, infrared sauna.
I hear good things. I don't know a ton about it, but from what I hear, I'd give it 7.
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
And we've talked about that before. The infrared, you really have to have good quality lights, right? You can't just buy the cheapest stuff that you find.
And it's consistency also. And there's some people that can't do it, cardiac patients. I think if you can do it and if it's safe and you have clearance, I think it's a good thing.
Okay. How often you should do it or anything like that?
I think it depends on what your end goal is, like why you're using it. It depends on the strength. It depends on what you're using it for. So I can't really answer that.
Okay. All right.
That answer could be all over the board for sure.
Gotcha. Diaphragmatic breathing. $10 word right there. Diaphragmatic.
Pretty fancy. You better explain what.
10 out of 10 for me.
Wow, 10.
That's like the basis of everything, I think.
I don't have a problem with it. We'll go 8. You should probably breathe anyway. So
the problem is everybody breathes from their chest. They get tight up front. They get round shoulders, anterior head carriage. tight muscles, weak in the back. We don't breathe from down here, so we don't have any core stability. So that leads to low back pain, pelvic floor dysfunction.
Well, and then even taking those deep breaths, it's going to move your organs around, and it gets them to function a little bit better too. So yeah, it's important.
Practicing it every day, 5 to 10 minutes, is very important.
It would be difficult for most people. It's tough.
Most people
do.
can't do it.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
You might have to do a whole session on that and just
It's so
kinda
cool.
go through all the different things.
It's
It'll be fun.
wonderful.
Okay. Well, this was fun. We had some good stuff
Yeah.
in there. So,
We didn't disagree that much.
No.
I was expecting more of a gulf on some of those, but no, I think you guys were pretty close on that.
Yeah. Most things are pretty good, pretty standard.
Mhm.
And good.
So, with all of these, whether they're on this list or these new gadgets come out, any advice for folks out there on looking at those before they start to use them? Any advice for them if they are looking at any gadget?
Yeah, you gotta. New isn't always the greatest. Sometimes the time-tested things are better, that have been around a little bit. Make sure the research is out there. And with anything, you can overdo it. Sometimes a little goes a long way. And I think that's where most people get in trouble with their gadgets.
And just because you saw it on TikTok doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So I would say ask your trusted health professional, whether that's your chiropractor, your medical doctor, your whatever it is. I would just make sure that just because it works for one person doesn't necessarily mean it's something that would work for you.
Absolutely. And if somebody out there wants you guys to be their trusted health professional, where do they go to do that?
7012 Kingsmill Court in Springfield, Illinois.
There you go. Well, appreciate you guys coming in again. It was
Thank you
fun.
for having us.
All right. Well, we're going to let Dr. Sammy and Dr. Allen get back to elevating Springfield. But for the rest of y'all, we'll be right back.
Hey, Springfield, when it comes to reliable, high-quality roofing, you don't want to leave things to chance. That's why you should reach out to Acosta Angeli Roofing, your local roofing expert serving Springfield and surrounding communities. From quick, dependable repairs to full replacement, from residential to commercial, they are your trusted pros. Call them today at 217-993-2748 or visit their website to book your free quote and inspection. Don't wait. A little leak now could lead to major damage later. Trust the local experts, protect your home, and get peace of mind with Acosta Angeli Roofing. Well, thank you for joining us today, everybody. Appreciate you making us a part of your day. Hope you're enjoying these quick hits of actionable strategies here on the Wellness Upgrade on Elevate Springfield. Thank you again to Shudokan Karate Club. Hey, take what you learned today. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together, that's right, y'all, we're going to elevate Springfield. Be great. Looking for expert tree care with hometown integrity? Look no further than Sangamon Tree Service. They're your trusted local pros, delivering quality workmanship, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing every time. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, their team brings professionalism and care to every job, big or small. Call the name your neighbors trust, Sangamon Tree Service, or visit them today at sangamontreeservice.com. Sangamon Tree Service, rooted in quality, built on trust.